have a problem here under distance and displacement, even what position, okay? So let me quickly go through the question and bring out the parameters from the what question. Like I've said earlier, it's under displacement and what distance. A man traveled 30 kilometers due east and 40 kilometers due north. Find A, the resultant displacement and direction. B, total distance covered. C, the difference between the distance and what the displacement. So the first thing we need to do is to understand what the question is all about. Okay, so solution. Okay, so watch, a man travels 30 kilometers due east, so I have to bring this. I have this, isn't it? So here is my what north, here is my east, here is my what south, and here is my what west, which is very important. You can get this in what in bearing. Okay, so a man traveled 30 kilometers due east. That means due east. Okay, so the man traveled from here to this point, my 30 kilometers. So 30 kilometers due what east. Okay, and 40 kilometers due north. That means due north is from here. So the man travels what 40 kilometers, which is what is from here is what 40 kilometers. That's due what north. Okay, they now said what find the resultant displacement and direction. That means I'll have to do this from here to here is now my what R, which is my what resultant what displacement, and here is 90 degrees. Here is my what alpha, which I don't know, which is the direction. Okay, so I can bring out this from this particular what diagram. Okay, so I have something like this, I have something like this, I'll have this, I'll have this. Okay, so this is my 90, this is my alpha, isn't it? So this 90 is facing this, so this is my resultant displacement. This is my what 40 kilometers. This is my 30 what kilometers. Okay, this is my 30 kilometers. Let me extend it because 40 will be greater than what 30. Okay, so I have something like this. I have something like this. So here is my what 40 what kilometers. So here is my what 30 kilometers. So this diagram is being drafted out from this. Remember, like I said earlier, the first thing you need to understand the direction, either due north, due west, due south, and due what east. Like this one we just did now is on what due east and what due what north. Okay, so with that, this is my what R. So if you look at it now, what will I use? I'll use Pythagorean what theorem. This is facing this, so I'll start with this, which is my what R square is equals to 40 square plus what 30 what square. Okay, so my R square is equals to my 40 square is what my 40 square is what 1600. My 40 square is 1600 plus my 30 square should be 900. 30 square is what 900. Okay, so I'll add them 1600 plus 900. 1600 plus what 900. I have 2500. So my R square is what 2500. So my R is what square root of 2500, which is my R will give me what square root of my what answer. I have 50. So my R is 50 kilometers. So this R now is what 50 what kilometer. Okay, so I'm done with the first part of the question. The next one is direction, which is this. Okay, so what will I do? I'll have to use my what SOHCAHTOA to get this. This angle is facing this, so here is my opposite. here's my what? Hypotenuse, and here's my what? Adjacent. Okay, so what will I use? Sokatua. Sokatua. Watch. So this is my, I'm using this, I want to use these two. Opposite are what? Adjacent, which is tan. So my tan alpha is equals to my opposite is what? 40. So 40 divided by my adjacent is what? 30, which is what? 30. So my tan alpha is equals to 40 divided by what? 30. What will I have? I will have my 1.333. So my alpha is equals to my tan inverse of 1.333. So my shift tan inverse of my answer. So my alpha now is what? 53.1 degree. So I'm done with this as well. Okay, so my resultant displacement and direction have been what? Solved. Come to the next one. Total distance. Total distance is this to this. So my total distance, okay, is from due east to due what? North, which is what? 40 plus what? 30. So I have my what? 70 what? Kilometer. Remember, like I've said earlier, my total distance is from what? Due east to what? Due what? North, which is 30 and what? 40, which will give me 70 what? Kilometer. The last question is this: the distance between the difference between the distance and displacement. So the difference between the distance, what is my distance? The difference will be what? The distance is what? 70 kilometer minus my displacement is what? 50 kilometer, which is what? 50 what? Kilometer. Okay, 70 minus 50, I'll have my what? 20 what? Kilometer. So this is my what? The difference between the distance and the what? Displacement. So I'm done with this problem on the board. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay, thank you.